So good evening again. Double checking if I'm recording. Okay. Sound looks good. Anyway, good evening. Here again with PC maintenance. Here I'm gonna try and focus on cleaning the fans. So we already drained this radiator last time I made the vid. What we have to do is disassemble each and every one of those fans and try to dust them off as best as we could. Anyway, let's start. Now, the thing is, when cleaning the fans, you really have to hold the center which the motor is there. As you can see, since when the fan is freely spinning, it also generates power. So where does that power go? Especially when it's still connected to the computer. It sends a alternating current. So going back, for you to clean the fan blades, you really have to set a finger on the motor and gently wipe the motor as best as you could. Try and get as much dust off from the blade. Don't worry, if you can see that, we're gonna tackle that in a bit since I have a cleaning brush kit. So as you can see how dirty that is, even though it only looks slightly dirty. I'm gonna tackle that later. Oh, by the way, this is a Arctic P12 Max. This is the fan that goes up to 3000 RPMs. Really good airflow. No RGB. Aside from me being on a budget, I find RGB as a waste of electricity. Though it does look nice. However, it's still a waste of electricity. Could use that to boost up the clocks of my GPU. As you can see, at least one of the fans is done. You can see all that dirt. Cleaning the outer blades. Might also clean the inner blades again later, as you can see. Ooh, nasty. Also be careful not to put too much force on the blades so they don't crack or break. Just enough to remove the dirt off. If you think you missed anything, that's where the specialist brushes come in. So here is, I don't know if I want to use this one. You know, it's not really a hard to reach place since I can sweep it diagonally. So anyway, we're gonna take that brush, slightly stroke the corners. See? Slightly stroking them. Oh, by the way, these are anti-static brushes. And there's an electric fan behind me. I think the dust is getting everywhere due to the air drag, maybe. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna be generally cleaning the whole area later. The important parts I really need to dust off. really hope my mic is picking up all my voice. I noticed yesterday when certain cooking streamer used her outdoor setup, she was also using a mic mini, DJI mic mini. However, her voice was really clear. Also, it was like half a meter away from her mouth. It was in the middle of her chest. Anyway, that being said, it had me curious. So it could be that certain VTuber has really nice voice projection skills, or my voice is just really too soft. You can see all those corners. We got them. Don't forget to put a finger on the fan motor so it doesn't spin. You can clean as thorough as you can. Also, you want to brush away. See? At least no brush hairs are entangled in those corners. So that's why this P12 Max can go 3000 RPM and have such good airflow, because technically these fan blades are actually just really one piece. So you can see they're actually connected into one. So the centrifugal weight is spread evenly, creating more rotation, therefore more stable RPMs and the higher RPM range. Like that. So it creates one hell of a vortex. So 1 out of 10 fans is done. Now, let's try and do these guys, the actual nitty-gritty ones. Of course, we're gonna start off slow, because I still wanna count how many screws there are. Put it on top so you don't lose them. Also to take in account how many screws you've removed. Either way, we're gonna be returning these screws and the fans back to their original positions. So I'm gonna be placing the top fan, well, let's say top fan 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna be placing them here, so I remember where I put them. Also, these barrow radiators aren't really the mounting entries aren't really what do you call that? Parallel. So you gotta wiggle the fans a bit just for the screws to engage in the screw holes. So yeah. Okay, so top fan number 1. As you can see, it's having difficulty removing due to the heat. And as you can see, yeah. So again, get our trusty cloth. Try and wipe off as many dust particles as we can. Rather do it with a cloth first than a brush, so no excess dust would scatter around the room. You can see it's only a minimal amount of dust. See? Gently wipe. No need to force. Just hold the fan blade in place. Oh, by the way, I'm also using a microfiber cloth for this. Apparently my loud next door neighbor is taking a bath. Yeah, guy has a habit of singing in the shower. Really don't mind. Also, my PC room is really cramped right now. Oh my god. Really need to do something about this mess. Unfortunately, life happens. So fellow scatterbrains out there, I feel you, and I know you can relate to this. Gentle wipes. Don't spin the fan so it doesn't create current. Gentle wipes. No need to rush. First mistake of beginner PC maintenance is you rushing. Okay, now I'm gonna try and crouch for a bit since the fan aim is directly parallel to the PC tower case. I'm gonna have to crouch like that, slightly brush off the dust I haven't wiped out. So yeah, see, it's gentle strokes. You can see there's markings. Let's see if we can gently wipe that out again. No, for the most part. So as long as the actual surface area of the blade isn't dusty, it'll still create a good vortex. And I know fan maintenance, PC maintenance really is a bitch, but we gotta do it. Okay, so one side down, let's go back, see if we missed anything. See? Okay. Next. Gonna get back to that later. However, when I did that one, the fan blades weren't this dirty. I guess I'll just have to gently wipe them from the outside. Oop. Gotta clean my hands before I Pardon me not cutting my nails. I'm trying to heal my index finger. I used the nail cutter too close to my inner skin, so it bled out. So right now, yeah, it's disgusting looking, but least I know this finger, this index finger of mine is healing. It doesn't hurt that much anymore. Okay, let's do this. So, slight wipe, gentle wipe. Just enough to touch the edge of the blade, not deform it, not break it. Thankfully, it's only 6 blades. Am I right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, 5. 5 blades. Opposite side. Let's check. So whenever fan spins, it also creates a drag. So even these edges need to be cleaned a bit. Smoother drag, so for lesser drag. Lesser drag means more spin. Okay, last one. Just get in there for a bit. There we go. Clean the outer edges. Make sure you don't make the fan blade move along with the how you're wiping it. So that's good. Fan blade mounting stanchions. Yep. See? It's the one that's gonna create all that dust. So far looks good. Okay, so that's one down. We're also gonna be dusting off this part of the radiator. Not sure if I wanna do it lying down or making it stand, but general motion is by how these teeth are positioned. I could either do brush down or brush up, depending. I could just do a alternating brushing but slowly, so I could loosen up the dust on the radiator fins. Yeah. Okay. Next one. This is gonna be a really long session, honestly, because I am substituting one of my 360mm radiators for my initial 240 and my other 120mm radiator. So it's gonna be like 240, 360 going down, then the 120 going out. Then I have two fans in the Montec Sky 2 that'll push air up. So it's gonna be technically a full intake single exhaust setup again, only because I need that more USB-C connectivity and additional drive space. Still have to research about that PCIe card. If I could add more drives to it, definitely need more drive space. I don't have the budget for additional drives, but at least I want the option to be there. I honestly feel slightly tired because I cooked pasta noodles again, since there's a whole lot of extra pesto sauce last night. So it's our dinner again, but trust me, it still tastes just as good. And I've already perfected the technique of how to make linguine noodles al dente with using just minimal stove gas. Would be easier with the induction cooker. However, it's gonna eat up a lot of electricity. Really gotta be gentle. It means this fan was harder to remove than the top one, which means all the heat was centered here. And this was my radiator for my GPU, which means it's a good thing that I chose to do maintenance on it. Let's not skip on the fan blades. See? Try to get everything out gently. Don't bend the fan blades. Gently as possible. See how much dirt that is? Nasty. Holding the fan blade again. Singular position. Clean the edge of the fan blade. Slowly but surely. No need to rush. Though you're making progress, no need to rush. Microfiber cloth really does most of the job. It's like a moldable freeform duster for me. Even when I cleaned my car, when I had a car back then, I'd use a microfiber cloth as the finishing procedure to dry off totally dry off my car, not use a chamois. Chamois is also good since it retains water, but if you want that gentle scrub, make sure that you get all the most of the dirt, snag most of the dirt off. Definitely microfiber cloth. I'll get there. Just gotta make sure. Okay. Edges, stanchion post. Oh. Power needs to go somewhere, definitely. Okay. Do the fan blades again, at least for the top. Try and see if I can get the bottom later. Second one down. that one was easiest to remove. Oh, nasty. See that? Nasty. So this is what 3+ years of accumulated dust looks like. Might have to use another microfiber towel for the other set, 'cause that is damn dirty. Gonna be tackling the radiator in a bit. Oh, it's definitely gonna be a long process. Definitely. Third one done. Take a look at this. So my style of doing this is, let's see, lying down. Or we definitely don't need to touch these radiator fins. We just want to loosen the dust around the fins. So just a light brush. No need to go deep. Go deep, it means if you want to get really into the deep recesses of these fins, it means I'm gonna have to be using high pressure water. I'm not sure if a pressure washer would suffice. I don't even have a air duster. I don't think my compressor could handle high pressures to literally remove the dust off these fins. I'm not risking it. Do it as gently as possible. Let's see what we have underneath. Not much. Really not much. It's just means the dust passed through. That's a good sign. Means the airflow of the radiator isn't clogged. I gotta clean this table soon. Okay, for the backside. How do we do the backside? Like that. Maybe I should have done it like this. Oh, I can see. Oh, there's the dust. Don't know if you could see that. There's the accumulated dust right there. Ooh, nasty. I think for now we're just gonna be ending it with me slightly dusting off this radiator. Not sure if I have more time left. Let's see. Anyway. Let's gently wipe it down. Don't need to hold the fins. See? You can see all that dust accumulating. for now.